college days. Played 3 seasons for the Yellow Jackets.
I mean, it's striking. Jarrett Jack looks exactly.
Deep look for Bobby Brown, and the offensive rebound to Reggie Hearn. Jonathan Kuminga.
I mean, I didn't love the deep threes the last possession, but other than that, they've gotten some good looks.
Both these teams at the bottom quarter of scoring in the
event and doing it in an efficient manner.
4 offensive rebounds already for Ignite, but trailing by 5 as Jonathan Kuminga lips out. 5:10 to go in the first half. Ignite is trailed by as many as 13 points. Kuminga on average, Ignite towards the bottom of the league in points per game, but what do you see this afternoon offensively right now for them, Rebecca?
Not enough.
Kuminga turning around. Another offensive rebound out of these 18 that are participating, 17 from the regular G League in a traditional year, plus Ignite, who got to play games.
Having a one-on whatever our audience is today.
Get the word out. Jalen Green to the dunk contest.
Well, next year, I imagine and hope he will.
We were told with an ankle injury and is not in the starting lineup. We are not sure if he will be playing today. Ignite will have it first, wearing the white uniforms, trimmed in black. Tucker finds Robinson missing from the wing.
The Blue Coats are a team that have really had to guard shooting from outside, and then on the other end we had Reed, the big guy, hitting from deep.
Julian Washburn, little hop back corner 3 miss. Draw the guy out to the perimeter, but right now that's not been his game.
Yeah, he can drive, and he's a good passer once he gets to the interior. He's a really good finisher, and 6'9", 210 coming at you. I'm getting out of the way.
Absolutely. I saw Giannis with Milwaukee yesterday, and I think whoever was...
They've got 6 turnovers already for 6 points for Delaware. That's really fuels what they do on the offensive end, is when they get it going on the defensive end.
Jalen Green back on the floor, stepping into one. Dacian Nix tips it. Get another look from the wing. Nice pass, gets through and turns over. Green, great touch pass to Kuminga for the slam.
Those two have a nice connection.
Of NBA players are role players, right? I mean, 95% of the league is role players. And when you're trying to make those last spots and a whistle is Kuminga, they'll count it. Reed missing, and that's all part of the learning experience, right, too? This is only game 12 of their professional careers.
Yeah, but Brian Shaw would say, this is game 12. Haven't we learned by now? There you go. In the next television timeout, let's try to cut into this by X number of points. So when you're looking at the scoreboard, it's not so much the score as it is the time. Take it in smaller chunks. So let's see better energy on the defensive end. We can control making good passes on the offensive end. Let's see you guys share the basketball or look for dribble penetration and kick. There's still things.
Yep. They save it for later, but when you got the 105-74 lead.
Right, like why go home with a challenge in your pocket,
exactly.
Right?
It's been a full 7 Eastern time. I've been so impressed with James Harden's game, or his ability to switch his game to make it fit the Brooklyn Nets so far this year.
You calling any of those games?
Shot by Devon Dotson.
Like Lightning McQueen, he is speed.
That's a good one.
Kuminga lines it up and buries it. Doing a lot to impress his NBA affiliate while down here in the bubble.
Exactly.
Kuminga inside the help, comes up with the block. I watch SportsCenter, and they're only showing our highlights and our guys. That has to make a lot of guys a little angry and also play with a little more fire. As Kuminga's shot in and out.
1 second. Really good D-bag night again. They just had a couple bad luck plays with in the shot clock buckets by Canton.
Kuminga pops out, grabs his own miss. And up the other way, Nix ahead of the pack, tracks it down. And now a lob inside for Kuminga, showing off his athletic ability. See it with the athleticism there. Now Jack underneath, falling away, couldn't get the bounce, but Ashley taps it back. Kuminga sinks it.
Defensively now, but Ignite overall has been playing the better defense. If Canton wants to take this lead now, they got to come together with some stops.
Kuminga connects.
Especially with the help of their bench.
Jalen Green catches the lob. He's falling away, saves it. Kuminga. Little too. Randolph trying to get it inside to Bolden, has it picked away. Brown to Kuminga. On the drive, couldn't finish.
Surprised with the note in my head at that comment. Goodness gracious, man. From Chicago, and the Rose Bulls are what we come up with.
Kuminga dropped. Thomas, the mid-range. Jay is shorts. Kuminga flies in for the rebound. Got it back. Now on the drive. Had it denied.
Ball midair, but regained it in midair and put it in.
Kuminga attacks, and on the drive with the finger roll.
Look, he's not going to play hot potato. He's going to put it up.
Kuminga off the dribble, rises, and that one in and out. Now Richardson off the dribble, going at Kuminga. Couldn't lay it in. Numbers the other way. Green back to Kuminga. Cleared for takeoff.
Fire this fourth quarter.
We have seen some incredible finishes just about every single day in the G League. Kuminga had it blocked, trying to get free. Kuminga pops out. Kuminga. No, Johnson. Green whips it inside. Kuminga the finish. Kuminga trying to post up. One-on-one with Pointer. Deep in the paint, has it rejected by Bolden.
She's on the floor for Brian Shaw's squad. Here's Kuminga. Nice looking move along the baseline.
Well, and Kuminga's to that, Kevin. My days of Spanish, which was my language of choice through high school and college, are far behind me.
Yes.
I've only got
Amir Johnson in the game for the first time for the Ignite. He's wearing number 15. Here's Kuminga. Banking it in.
It's about both ends of the floor. And you just love to see a team bear that out. And as I mentioned earlier on, this Ignite team is one of the best in field goal percentage defense in the G League. The issues with the rule, except the three. To get 3 points for one, that ratio, as I've expressed previously, does not favor points off 11 Ignite turnovers.
Watch this team through 19 minutes as Green lobs it up to Kuminga. What a combination.
Pieces, players in and out, players available, players not. And, you know, you want to credit the opponent, but this is not a team that's gotten a lot of time to spend together. Why not?
That's the scorer's mentality that I like to hear, LaChina. What a season Brooklyn is having with their 3 stars in the lineup. Under 5 seconds to go. Green lobs it up to Kuminga. Nearly an exclamation.
To try to slow down this Salt Lake City offense.
Here's Kuminga, wide open 3.
But much better ball move. This level, bigger, stronger, faster.
Here is Kuminga with the size advantage. The 16-footer.
After the mismatch opportunities, I mean, they've been patient in allowing that to develop and work through the post.
Here's Kuminga straight on 3, and that's been the story.
A couple games ago when they won, they were a high assist team. They don't have as much success when they're just looking for their one-on-one or turning the ball over. Looking at his shot, but he wants to understand some of the finer nuances. Talks about defense, how to guard certain situations. This young man's just trying to get better.
Whoa! Kuminga.
Yeah, Kuminga shooting 23% from beyond the three-point line, and he's stayed confident and aggressive. I don't know if she's okay with me calling her an old guy, but yeah, I think so.
Well, she's part of our team now, so
That's
I'm sure
right.
you'll hear from Sue at some point.
So you're ready to play, you're eager to play, you're excited to play. It's just about having your body fresh enough to be able to do the things you're used to doing on the floor. To use Tyrell Terry.
Maybe a little advanced scouting for one day as well.
Yeah.
Here's Kuminga. Misses the short.
Throws underhanded. He shoots them really well, too.
Like Dad.
Just like Dad.
Here's the steal into the open floor. Kuminga, the windmill throwdown. Pass was deflected, actually hit the rim. Second effort, third effort now by Kuminga. We come up on 4 minutes here in this fourth quarter of what's been a very entertaining game. Kuminga fires the
7 minutes yesterday, getting his 8th start of the season in as many games today. Kuminga firing away.
Off the G League, he's learning how to be efficient so that when he rejoins the Brooklyn Nets, he can be efficient in his minutes there.
Kuminga on the take. Kuminga off the dribble. That's it. Or visit the NBA G League app.
Set your daily alarm for 2:55.
Into Kuminga and one.
Ready, NBA ready defender, and that was a really good decision by him. Break down the defense, but then leave the pass for Perry.
Poor igniter for Eliakobo. Kuminga over Johnson, it lipped out. Eliminated the Johnson attempt. Now it's up to Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga, fade away. Gets the bounce. He set up Perry.
Yeah, we've seen it a couple times this game, and clearly that has been communicated to him, and he's taking it to heart.
Kuminga pull up is poor.
We saw this for a possession in the first half as well, out of Long Island, going to a zone defense.
Jonathan Kuminga, his first points.
And the goaltending on Hall.
Kuminga catch and shoot, too strong. This is Green and Kuminga playing catch. Jonathan, a miss from the outside.
Carey Jr. found Schofield on the cut.
Vernon Carey Jr., 22 points, 10 rebounds per game, 4th in the G League in scoring. And how about Kuminga?
A team is going to find a place for him.
Riller, his pass goes off the rim. Now a run out. Kuminga in transition.
See you with the footwork, the shot fakes.
Kuminga from the foul line.
Going in this bubble, and so it doesn't matter if you're fresh out of high school or if you've been in the league. This is a way to get eyes on you.
Great play design. Kuminga, there should be. I mean, wow, and he hit it off Brandon Ashley as well, so they got possession.
Best case scenario. Another one?
That's a goal then.
No, he just chugs along throughout the whole game. You'll look up, and then he'll have a nice stat line at the end.
Oh, the three.
Love it.
Style points as well for Kobe Simmons. Here's Jonathan Kuminga. Lets his defender fly by. And that's Brown gets the pick. Beats the cutter, and a nice block for Carey.
The minutes available, a lot of players can be successful and have those solid games, as you see with the Hall.
Kuminga, a little strong.
When you watch him play, you do get confused to what's not allowing him to get to the next step or the next level, because he looks great out there right now.
He really does.
Fun.
It really is a fun brand of basketball. Sometimes the first to 125 wins. Kuminga to the hoop, no good. Brown. Kuminga, late clock. Third.
Yeah, a lot of these teams are tough. There's not a lot of easy wins anymore anywhere.
Definitely not. It's Richard.
A two-game losing streak in the bubble feels like a 2-week losing streak, because I know how that goes. So you just want to do anything you can to get back in the win column. Waiting on him to pass, and he's like, okay, if y'all going to give me a layup, I'll take it.
He's a native of Fairbanks, Alaska. Oh, Jonathan Kuminga. Simmons having himself a nice game. 24 points after that three.
Yeah, Simmons has been great today.
hits a three for rules and rules changes.
I like it.
The challenge started at the G League level. Now there's the coach's challenge in the NBA.
And
You have it going all game long. Big Sky's all-time leading scorer at Montana State.
Kuminga stepping back and firing over Jared Harper.
If Patton can stay healthy, he has a chance at the next level. That's a skilled big who can do a lot.
You've put in has him on a wide variety of slots. Jared Jack, the veteran point guard, 13 years in the NBA, has checked in for Bobby Brown. Good touch pass to the outside. Kuminga couldn't connect.
Someone who can make a big contribution at the next level. I'm excited to see Todd develop.
Jonathan Kuminga. 3-second difference between game and shot clock. Jonathan Kuminga, hesitation, and canning of
fun.
Starting five out there for Ignite. Kuminga has to force it. He launches it.
Well, if your perimeter shot isn't going, attack the rack, clean up your own mess, and that's what Brazdakis is.
Extra possession created by the hustle of Jalen Green. Jonathan Kuminga spinning. Dante Hall off court. This is Jonathan Kuminga. Something he has to work on is the handle. He's backing down. White the third. Iggy. Jack, Green, Hall, Kuminga, and Nix. This is Jonathan Kuminga driving in. Lost the handle. Good D. Who spent 6 years in the NBA and missed the last 3 games for Ignite after suffering a left ankle injury in the opener. Jonathan Kuminga coaching the Bayhawks.
And what a pleasure it was to talk to Coach Pannone today. He just has a great outlook, understands the culture of
on the season. Ignite averaging more turnovers than assists per game in Dacian Nix, who had a birthday performance for the ages over the weekend with 25 points. Marshall off the dribble, no good. Todd the rebound. This is Kuminga coming off of his worst offensive game of the season last time out. Nix running the show and finding Kuminga. Watch there by Jared Utoff. Kuminga spinning, leaning in, and a nice...
Well, we've got a while to go. You got to keep that endurance up because you're 2 players short in the rotation. So we'll see what this looks like in the fourth quarter.
Well,
nice rebound and put back by Kuminga. Played his college days at Xavier from Atlantic City.
Kuminga lets it rip from deep. Kuminga on the drive, working his way in, finishing off glass.
On the attention they're getting, the money that, you know, the guys are being paid, you know, on this this Ignite team. And so there are a lot of factors for why teams around foul trouble, doesn't hit you with the body, you know, can even save the possession after a block. That's a great shot blocker to me.
13 franchise
reason. He said he is so enjoying this opportunity to work with young guys, and you see his leadership and his coaching as you watch the game, and there they go right
under his jam. Kuminga, end of half, nearly banked.
Up until this point of their undefeated season.
2 statistical storylines that we established at the start have both been in Erie's favor. Nice resume. He's been a really good leader for this team, especially with his voice and the vocal leadership on the floor. Jonathan Kuminga, step back, no. Just stayed composed throughout. Jonathan Kuminga has his shot blocked.
Game. I love a physical point guard. You know, I love that he can go either way. Loves to go left, even though he's right-handed. more athletic than he probably looks. The other teams, you know, there's been players in and out, and not everyone has gotten a chance to kind of hit the court, different combinations of players. So, you know, we may see some games where down the stretch.
Jared Utoff bring it up from deep. Jonathan Kuminga in and out on this past November. Kuminga in the post, nice pivot, but it rolls off the rim. He's after his own miss, and he sticks with it.
And you act
closing moments of what has been an impressive performance by Erie, really from the jump, and Nix throws it for Kuminga. Games. They got them back for the third. Iowa making some roster adjustments as well, and the lineup has not. Kuminga 5th in the league in scoring at 22 per. Firing from 3, and that's a brick. Trier, who looks still a bit gimpy from that earlier collision.
Yeah, you wonder if they might want to take him out and retape or do whatever you need to do, because he does not. You know, there was some confusion certainly there by the Ignite guys as the Wolves were in the 1-2-2.
Kuminga stripped. Wide open for Green. Another short attempt. Kuminga. That's starting Kuminga. That's a tough assignment with 2 good ankles. Step back, Kuminga. Still working on that jump shot. Scouts didn't
have a mask, so we heard what he said after he turned the ball over.
Kuminga grabs it, eyes the line. Missing a 3. Kuminga got his own miss, and let's see if Kuminga could get site setting. Just 3 years in high school, played in 3 different places. Injuries limited his exposure, especially at big scouting events. Well, he's got 20 points to lead all scorers.
Yeah, give him a touch every time down the floor, because he'll either score or make a good decision.
Kuminga, a deep look that rims out. Trifecta. Kuminga attacking as you suggested, but did so.
But he's got the G League app.
Kuminga, end of shot clock, banks it in for a tie.
Un experimento con miras a que después pudiera pasar a la NBA. No es complicado, pero los Capitanes no están en esta temporada por el coronavirus, pero se suponía que iba a ser. Fíjate, Memo fue asistente de Nick Nurse un par de temporadas, por supuesto, en la de 2019 cuando fueron campeones. Ahora quiere buscar su propia carrera como head coach.
Así que los Raptors tratando de propinarle su primer descalabro, a ver a Temps desde la esquina. No. El rebote después tampoco tuvo oportunidad del disparo, prefirió ir atrás, el intento de triple quedó en eso. Ahora la respuesta del Ignite. Kuminga hizo la finta, se metió, después falló a la pre-Ignite. Si no de empatar, por lo menos de tratar de ponerse a 1. Temps no se animó, Kuminga sí. Nada.
En colegial, Emmanuel Mudiay, jugador profesional, ahora sin equipo, pero de la NBA, es primo de ellos y bueno, lo falló para venir acá.
Primera mitad vino la respuesta por parte de Tyree, a quien le taparon el disparo. Ahora el Ignite con oportunidad de tomar ventaja. Y llegó Nick a la ofensiva, Gary Payton, con esa vistosa jugada a poner a 5 a los Raptors.
El hijo de la leyenda, después de un robo más de balones, pero el Ignite se fue con la ventaja al descanso. A ver si no les regresan la dosis aquí, ellos ganando durante casi toda la segunda mitad, y los Raptors en una de esas, de tanto estar en persecución.
Se van a bajar más al reloj y pueden terminar con más puntos. A Kuminga no le importó mucho lo del reloj. Sí.
Sirve como laboratorio para la NBA. Aquí comenzó el challenge, por ejemplo, hace más temporadas de los entrenadores. Después se estableció en la NBA. Y los tiros libres para ahorrar tiempo si es.
Ahora la respuesta que trata de ser rápida. Kuminga estaba solo del otro lado.
Excited to see how this group in particular works together with Kuminga, Green, Nix all on the floor at the same time.
Jonathan Kuminga.
And getting a piece of the basketball.
Kuminga from deep hits the backboard.
He realizing that he had two defenders. They didn't go all the way in for the trap, just a soft kind of double there, and he knew someone had to be open.
For Ignite. All the way in, Jonathan Kuminga.
Wow, I mean, his adjustments in the mid-air are incredible.
Kuminga goes at the rim. Pull up Kuminga. Saw all the
particularly active when he's got the young man Jalen Green guarding him. He has been taking it at him.
Jonathan Kuminga spinning for two.
He's a guy who's been through it all, you know, playing in the NBA, playing overseas.
Late shot clock. Kuminga's got some range. Actually, 3 of them as a player during the Lakers three-peat from 2000 to 2002, and a couple more as an assistant coach in 09 and in 10.
And then Brian Shaw was talking about that with us as well, just about the guys knowing when to screen, how to screen, when to cut.
Kuminga using the backboard.
Yeah, Chris Williams was telling us it's about getting experience and touches and minutes for our assignment players. And he said right below that, we're trying to win. But the bigger picture is developing those guys.
On the 2-on-1. Toupin not able to finish there. Axel Toupin wearing 66, the French national, and there's Kuminga to flush. You know, it's interesting this year as well, there were 28 G League teams last year, and they hope to have that same number again next year as Jonathan Kuminga misses that. San Francisco, Brian Shaw was telling us for the first time in like 35 years, he's been able to work and live in the same,
especially end-of-game situations, time and score, advancing the basketball, those type of things, going against NBA talent every night.
Another.
You just have to gently put the fish back into the water. So that's my favorite story so far from the bubble.
He threw a 4-seamer out there as Kuminga built a 10-point lead early in the second quarter. They scored 12 straight points to open the quarter. And by my math, which, Rebecca, you'll come to learn is not always the best, 32-5. He and Jordan Poole, Alan Smiley-Geach all sent to the G League bubble outside Orlando. Late shot clock. Deep 2, no. Using the screen from Johnson, feeds the big man for 2.
Good things have happened every single time Jonathan Kuminga has put the ball on the floor, whether it's scoring him.
Big deal on an SUV. Now is the time to check out Honda. Because for the first time ever, Honda is offering well-qualified buyers 0% APR financing.
Able to get himself to the free throw line. Well, we have a star-studded NBA Wednesday doubleheader on ESPN. Got a ball game.
You're never out of a G League game, and that is proving to be true here.
Matchup is tomorrow at 3 Eastern Time on ESPNU. We'll have the Westchester Knicks and the Greensboro Swarm for you. It's also available on the ESPN app.
Financing on Honda SUVs, crossovers, and more. That means HRV, the Honda CRV, and the American-built Pilot, Passport, and
mistakes we've seen from Kuminga today.
All right, so down 5. Been a while since they've been this close. Early. Comes up short. Paul Reed was the 58th pick of the NBA draft this past year. Here's Demps taking advantage of his shot clock winding at 5. Nice find to Ashley. Said it as well, having Dante Hall get the 10-day, that's huge to see that as well, mentally to see that call up.
Yeah.
Bone missing from outside.
Done a better job already here in the third quarter. But for them, it's just going to be about energy. You know, Brian Shaw looking at a 25-point deficit to start the
team as well to starts. Boy, they really answered that call. Kuminga dumps it off inside. Ashley finishes off the feet.
Nice pass.
Out in Toronto. You will not be disappointed.
Too kind, partner.
Jalen Green looking like Andre Ingram.
This on Wednesday, but he's been held scoreless in this one. Just one assist in 18 minutes from Jack as well. Jalen Green has played well, and he continues to. He's got 20 and converting on the three.
good sign for Jonathan Kuminga, too, coming off a game against Long Island where he was only 3 of 11, struggled in terms
so far with 11 points as Jack goes off the glass. Cowan all the way. I think that would be a nice gift in what's been a trying 14 months for everybody, right?
You know, right?
Zion in the dunk contest. Here's Kuminga working on Gillespie along the baseline. Gives it up. Nice unselfish play and depth. Jalen Green, Kuminga. Just 5 points in this one for Green, but he's able.
Kuminga pump fakes. Jalen Green is open. He sticks it.
Great job. He got his defender on his hip and didn't let him get around.
Jalen Green can.
What a block for Dante Hall.
And that's what I mean by carry. Everything needs to be powered up. That should have been an easy 2 points, just like they got here by just knowing that you only have a handful of games. That was a tough pass there by Really. You only have a handful of games, and so you want to do well every single game. And Todd.
Derek Alston, second-year head coach. Former NBA draft pick out of Duke.
Had at least one 10-day or two-way contract yet.
Why do you say that?
He's so skilled. Look at him. He's skilled with the basketball. He has the size. He has the athletic.
A moment of concern, perhaps, for Harper, somebody who missed the last couple of games with a right ankle injury. Great ball movement. Kuminga, right foreman. Kuminga, entry to Brandon Ashley. Nice two-man game between the bigs. All right in line with their season profile entering today's game. Headman feed, that's Green. Number of games over the course of his basketball life at the wide world of sports. When he returned for the start of the season, he said it felt like home. Go Van. Jack is open and a triple. I got it back. A full 24-second reset of the shot clock should have occurred. Jalen Green shooting in season from the available player pool. There are a handful of players not assigned to a team, but down at the single site to be available as needed. Kuminga bumped, maintained possession, and found a cutting Hall.
Really not. Payton no le ha dado, okay, para ser una estrella de la NBA como lo fuera su papá con los Supersonics, también campeón con el equipo del Heat.
That much of a physical specimen, but hey, what he's doing at his age, you can find some of your better days in your latter years.
Kuminga. Green does not use the screen. Saves it. 5 to shoot. The cutter, Ashley gets the roll.
Tried to feed Tupon, who wanted the contact, didn't get it. Kuminga. Nice pass to Ashley.
Really well done.
Jonathan Kuminga's looked good here in the first half. Just got dime number 2.
I mean,
off the inbound, Mannion takes Green down to the baseline. Was undrafted out of Arkansas. Outstanding three-point shooter and some hustle here.
but how did Chris
Half by these Blue Coats defense.
Yeah, they did okay in terms of their assists, but they struggled kind of to find their groove. They've done a better job already here in the...
As he has proven to be a very good playmaker.
Here's Malcolm Miller. Becca, how about Zion Williamson? By the way, congratulations making it to the All-Star team. He was asked about, hey, you know, will you take part in the dunk contest? He left the door open. He's Caver, the crossover. Got us
here in the G League, and now has really been a savior for some people in some games.
Lofted inside to carry, no. Tapkis.
4 to shoot. Iggy on the drive. His shot rejected.
S that he's representing. We'll talk a little bit about the duality of Erie, but he was just so in touch with his...
Cook.
On Wednesday, not only efficient, but he looks like he's healthier than we've seen him in a very long time.
C legs, it's their G legs that they have to get under him.
Here's Green. Yeah, if you give him that right hand, he really is the ball, but in the G League, they changed the shot clock to 14 seconds. So that changes the strategy a little bit.
Down in Lake Buena Vista, Florida.
And one of the things to keep an eye on for Ignite, even early on, is the defensive intensity and energy they're bringing on this end of the...
On Ignite in terms of raising his profile for this year's upcoming draft.
He's been impressive.
Amir. Coffee, bring it up.
And then can pass out. That's what happened there. Bobby Brown getting in and then passing out.
The answer for Sakar Anum.
Take it back, though, right?
No.
Paul Reed claims it for today. What's your read so far on Jalen Green through 11 games for a three-point play here? You know the Blue Coats are coming out. Not only were they taking on a team with young players that are getting a lot of attention, but then Kuminga overcooked it a little bit.
And when you talk about Paul Reed, you know, coming off that 35, well, when he gets called back up...
Are in the G League. They are already in the playoffs, 10-2. They're ahead of Santa Cruz by a game. The Warriors are 9-2, and that's going to be an outstanding game tomorrow morning.
Jalen Green, now it's Dotson inside, out to Thomas. Good ball movement. And 3 vials. They know they're going to get that attention on this game.
That's exactly right. And, yeah, you know, maybe some of it resentment that these guys are getting more press and these guys little plays.
Now outside for Sir Dominic Pointer. And this time. Sheldon Mack whips it over to Thomas in rhythm. Won't go. Wants it back, working against Nix. Mack pulls up and drills it.
Kuminga averaging a shade under 17 points per game. So much potential.
When you think about the runs that a team can go on, you're playing against experienced veterans, so there's a lot to be said about learning or developing.
The three-point shot, and they are taking advantage today. Here's Miller again. And they're playing today without former Syracuse star Elijah Hughes, who did not dress. Corner 3. Wide open attempt from Marcus Gray.
Kind of settles this team in. I'm interested to see when he does come back into the game, what kind of impact he can have. Hopefully he's okay.
Step boat right again.
They haven't found him yet. His teammates are finding him, but the defense is not. Matchup inside.
Stockton left open. Look at Gillespie, Rebecca, again on the glass. He's got 9 rebounds.
Communicate on the defensive end. You can set better screens. That's part of the learning process as well. It's not just about making shots.
Stop them throughout this game. And maybe that's the moment that gets them going. Pull up 3 by the 3. Cowan gives it up to Caver.
He's been really good this game. Try to get him out. Try to foul him out. Yep, that's what they do.
Stockton steps back on Kuminga.
B.J. Johnson, defended by Todd. Gates from way out. Tech. Part of the squad that made a run to the national final. Was blocked by Johnson near the cylinder.
But one of the silver linings is being able to hear all that talk on the court. As a fan and a broadcaster, it's a lot of fun to listen to.
Absolutely. The defense plays them, but they get the ball up quick.
That time it was Ashley cashing in. Sneed.
The G League creating a night, giving these players somewhere to showcase their skill, because I'm thankful. I'm the one saying thank you.
The old finger wag.
That's exactly it. And that's what you want to see Kerry do, because with his size, they're going to want to see what does he have an effect on in the... I'm going to say something, but Brandon Ashley stopped me with the block.
Sneed into the corner for Simmons for 3.
Ignite trying to crowd Harper. Kick to the corner. Brazdakis. Is it dark enough, Kevin, for G League After Dark?
Hey, it's still sunny here in San Jose. Moving on the baseline, and Dante Hall finished nicely at the rim.
Kick out Iggy. One more Powell. Andrew White the third. Won by the Knicks. Miles Powell has checked in for the Westchester side as Jared Harper weaves his way in. Kick out Lewis King for 3. The 3 for King represented the 10th lead change of this game. King, 3 more.
You think he has to cool off sometimes soon, Dave? I don't know, but that number, you don't see that. I mean, maybe in a game, but through 4 contests.
Will be shot, and it could be worth 1, 2, or 3 points, depending on the situation. Jared, he bounces it to Ashley after getting caught midair, and Spellman grabs another rebound, his 3rd. Tony Carr probing, looks to the baseline, picked up by Holmesley. Now Najee Marshall strokes a 3.
From his days with Golden State.
Holmesley will turn around and crank a 3. It's Utah going end to end. Handing it off to Adams. The 3 is condensed, compressed schedule.
And I'm sure Erie's telling the young guys to just suck it up. Right? Got those young legs.
History as Kuminga has his first points. Experimental free throw rule where you shoot 1 time regardless of how many points it would represent. Brown at the end of the shot.
Number 5 for Cody Demps. 4 for 4 from three-point land. Rebecca, he was 2 for 13 to open this G League season.
Making the most
half by this Blue Coats defense.
Yeah, they did okay in terms of their assists, but they struggled kind of to find their groove. They've done a better job already here in the...
Up with that name for himself at some point early on.
All right, so my fun fact is that I want from you before this game is over is what you would...
Really struggled in the bubble so far, including Michael Frazier, who was 12 for 50 in the opening 11 games. Coming up with 3 big ones.
Mark there. Now Richardson off the dribble, going at Kuminga. couldn't lay it in.
So explosive, that first step as we saw on the dunk attempt earlier on Gill, and then that last bucket. Farrell, the quick first step.
As he has proven to be a very good playmaker.
Here's Malcolm Miller.
Nice little steal there by Kuminga to get the ball back, and Ashley with the easy finish. Nice, perfectly picked.
Gillespie crashing again. He's been such a factor on the glass. And a good feed that time to a cutting Caver. Be kind as the layup on the other end goes down for Terry, who suddenly got the hot hand.
That was good looking.
That was good looking. Here's Buchanan. What a sequence for Freddie Gillespie.
Yeah, without question. I mean, and that's what you can do to help an NBA team.
Made the decision to go from high school to the pros, where they want and expect their future to be. Again, they're learning a rule like that at the next level, which of course is the dream and the goal for everyone on the floor.
And not just I recognize that guy from college, but maybe you recognize him from his...
Caver, the crossover. Got us.
Such level though, when they sign guys and say, all right, I'm solid now at my point guard position. I don't need to recruit someone else. And then that...
Caver, the crossover. Oh, what a move.
Early, he's continued to have a good motor. He's always a good defender. We've seen him guarding guards at times. You know, you want a defensive end.
And good defense there by David Stockton on Jarrett Jack, too. Look at Terry work his way to the rim.
On him on a clear out. Take it at him. Try to get the fifth foul.
Here's Terry working on Kuminga, and a good finish.
Long Island enjoyed a day off. This is Johnson on the take and draws the whistle. Under 4 to play, first half. Long strides for Johnson as he throws it up. Now it's Martin against Kuminga. Goes right up.
Hey, from downtown in the G League, Reggie Hearn, the former Detroit Piston, making an 11-point lead for Ignite. Another guy, Isaiah Todd, I love his little fall-away jumper. He's been very effective at that shot here in the bubble. Run some better offense here if you're Ignite.
Off the rim twice. Iggy picks it back up. Kiss. 4 to shoot. Iggy on the drive. His shot rejected. So Dacian Nix shot a pair, or make it 3 because he was fouled beyond the arc. That's Charlie Brown.
El entrenador en jefe de los Raptors. Así que dos paisanos hoy en la duela. Parecía que se equivocaban con poca puntería. Después los dos entraron en ritmo y ahora están viviendo minutos así, de poco movimiento en el...
Pues es algo que nos va a dar un cierre de partido apretado, que es lo que más queremos.
A ver si se aprovecha esta oportunidad.
On Wednesday, not only efficient, but he looks like he's healthier than we've seen him in a very long time. Got to own it.
Cleveland throws it down.
His dad, Pace, also played in the NBA. Both selected in the second round of the NBA draft, both by the Golden.
We don't usually use that in women's basketball because it certainly wouldn't be a compliment there.
The venerable guard, Jared. Free throw rules. 2 free throws coming for Nico Mannion. Just got a warning that the ball, but in the G League, they changed the shot clock to 14 seconds. So that changes the strategy a little bit.
Half strong. Bolden underneath again. Muscles it in. Kuminga, the projected lottery pick in this year's draft. Another one, Jalen Green inside. And it's Mack again.
Ashley was in there solo trying to rebound. No one else went to the boards.
Here's Green into the paint.
As he has proven to be a very good playmaker.
Here's Malcolm Miller. Becca, how about Zion Williamson? By the way, congratulations making it to the All-Star team. He was asked about, hey, will you take part in the dunk contest? He left the door open. He's free.
Always interested, though, to see what a coach draws up coming out of the timeout. And that time it was to get Kuminga a look.
Nice feed by Caver, and Gillespie is
Set it back up, got the ball hopping around. Jalen Green got the three.
He's got 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals.
Here in the G League, and now has really been a savior for some people in some games.
Lofted inside to carry, no. Tap.
Into the game for the first time, Simi Shatu. He takes the lob, cannot convert after his own miss. Kuminga play. One writer for Sports Illustrated calling him a dark horse for the #1 pick.
Point, David. Guys are getting tested here every day, so you know they're being safe in the bubble, and you're going into another safe environment. They must have been saying something we can't repeat on the air. I didn't notice it. I'll take the official's word for it.
Simi talked to several coaches around the league, and they're just so impressed with the job that Brian Shaw has done in particular, and how he's getting these young guys to grasp where teams are just going to want to run the score up on them. And not that Erie wouldn't want to do that at any other time, but they look especially motivated today to me.
Was still planning on being a part of the season. Skyforce not down at the bubble this year, and so in January, second contest pulled away in the fourth. Last time out, a complete performance as they trail here. And
Coach said it just wants to make the other team think, and if it takes you an extra beat or two to figure out, what the defense is in.
3-9. Isaiah Briscoe. Poston said he goes hard to the hole. Cheatham, another offensive rebound for Iowa. Cook, according to Ignite PR, we don't quite know yet the timetable of his return to the floor because of the international travel. Driving. Kuminga didn't want it. Now Nick's in the corner.
Nuevamente la oportunidad de los Raptors para ampliar la ventaja. Se llevó. Ahora desde la esquina. Ahora para Harris otra vez, que busca el triple. Nada, pero ahí estaba para el rebote y para los puntos. Hernández. Harris atrás. Gary Payton se metió. Y la parrilla y todo eso, ¿no? También se usan mucho para el frío ese tipo de guantes. Es la diferencia, ¿no?
De estos equipos de la G-League, el más nuevo, apenas se están conociendo y todo eso lleva tiempo y coordinación.
Aquí tiene Flynn otra vez la oportunidad. Prefirió abrir y equivocó en la entrega que estaba buscando.
La NBA que pasaron por la G-League. Pascal Siakam, campeón Rudy Gobert, 2 veces defensivo del año. Chris Middleton, jugador All-Star. Chris Boucher,
Isaiah Todd. Tuvo tiempo para acomodarse, no tenía nadie cerca, pero después no encontró el triple y luego...
On Wednesday, not only efficient, but he looks like he's healthier than we've seen him in a very long time. Tight contest, make him earn it.
Randall turns the corner into the paint. On the verge of going 2 for 2. Cleveland lays it in.
After Ashley misses, Mannion will start the fast break. Dusty Hanna's a G League vet. Well, the game is what he usually tells his guys. He's now been in the G League the last 4 years. Good ball fake. Jordan Poole, offensive rebound. Floater to the rim, and Wesson, who got to stay in the game, gets 2. The ball, but in the G League, they changed the shot clock to 14 seconds. So that changes the strategy a little bit.
Dante Grantham retreats, dribbling against Green, elevating and putting it off the rim. Reggie Hearn the board with a...
Kuminga has struggled. We talk about, the lack of foul shooting because of the G League rules. 5 opportunities.
Now working against Bobby Brown. Blakeney wins that matchup against Mark there. Now Richardson off the dribble, going at Kuminga. Couldn't lay it in. Sheldon Mack turns around and knocks
to them throughout this game. But maybe that's the moment that gets them going. Pull up 3 by Caver, the crossover. Oh, what a move.
On him on a clear out. Take it at him. Try to get the 5th foul.
Here's Terry working on Kuminga, and a good finish.
The perspective of the prospects, they can't be called up as they wait entry to the NBA through the draft later this year. And as Green was there with good hands. Skip to Green, baseline lead for Iowa. Wigginton all the way in is now the City by 2. 8:45 to go first half. Xavier Simpson in the paint. The hook is off the back.
Gotta own it.
Cleveland throws it down.
His dad, Pace, also played in the NBA. Both selected in the second round of the NBA draft, both by the Golden.
Just explosiveness in the open floor and a beautiful pass by Kuminga to get it to him.
Not sure what I was more impressed by. We
don't usually use that in women's basketball because it certainly wouldn't be a compliment there.
The venerable guard, Jared, the ball, but in the G League they changed the shot clock to 14 seconds. So that changes the strategy a little bit. Half by this Blue Coats defense.
Yeah, they did okay in terms of their assists, but they struggled kind of to find their groove. They've done a better job already here in the out of it because as soon as you do, that's when your player can go by. Still coaching his young man.
Boat right again.
They haven't found him yet. His teammates are finding him, but the defense is not.
Tech. Part of the squad that made a run to the national final.
The G League creating Ignite, giving these players somewhere to showcase their skill because I'm thankful. I'm the one saying thank you.
Is it dark enough, Kevin, for G League After Dark?
Hey, it's still sunny here in San Jose.
It's won by the Knicks. Miles Powell has checked in for the Westchester side as Jared Harper weaves his way in. Kick out, Lewis King, 4-3. Will be shot, and it could be worth 1, 2, or 3 points, depending on the situation. Jared, you
in the game. The Ignite is a relatively low assist team. They're 14th in the league, 21 assists a game. You know, oftentimes when Green...
Los capitanes, sí, de la Ciudad de México, para jugar 5 años como proyecto, también experimento con miras a que después pudiera...
Con poca puntería, después los dos entraron en ritmo y ahora están viviendo minutos así, de poco movimiento en el...
Pues es algo que nos va a dar un cierre de partido apretado, que es lo que más queremos.
A ver si se aprovecha esta oportunidad, la ventaja del Ignite. A 15 los puntos conseguidos por Kuminga. Respuesta rápida y de 3 aparte con Kuminga o con Jalen Green. Ahí está. Tremenda actuación de los dos. Aquí los Raptors ya
Jalen Green's got great explosiveness and quickness and just ridiculous athleticism.
Free throw rules. 2 free throws coming for Nico Mannion. Just got a warning that 5 for Cody Demps. 4 for 4 from three-point land. Rebecca, he was 2 for 13 to open this G League season.
Making the most.
Take it back, though, right?
No.
Paul Reed claims it for today. What's your read so far on Jalen Green through 11 games?
And then the feed from Demps.
Yeah, I like the way Ignite is playing. You know, they're getting good looks. Kansas waiting all the way to the end of the shot clock to even score. So
Kuminga averaging a shade under 17 points per game. So much potential
You think about the runs that a team can go on. You're playing against experienced veterans, so there's a lot to be said about learning or developing.
So explosive, that first step as we saw on the dunk attempt earlier on Gill, and then that last bucket. Farrell, the quick first step. Even with 5 games in 8 days, Kuminga.
Yes, right.
Step. Caver, the crossover. Got us.
Level though, when they sign guys and say, all right, I'm solid now at my point guard position. I don't need to recruit someone else. And then defensive end.
And good defense there by David Stockton on Jarrett Jack too. Look at Terry work his way to the rim.
He's been really good this game. Try to get him out. Try to foul him out. Yep, that's what they do.
Stockton steps back on Kuminga.
As strong as he is, his job is to learn what it's like to go up against grown men.
Yeah, and learn how to be successful as an undersized. A little handoff, and Jalen Green, that's his second 3 made so far this game. He's been good from the perimeter, but they got to get some stops.
Under 4 to play, first half. Long strides for Johnson as he throws it up. That Green was diverted off his original path, but still finished with ease. It's just so impressive looking. Now it's Martin against Kuminga. Goes right Oregon Owens, the 5 on the floor for the Nets, as they try to close out their 3rd win of the year. Martin probing. Dacian Nix shot a pair, or make it 3 because he was fouled beyond the arc. 18 G League teams are down there competing in 15 games over 25 days in time.
On Wednesday, not only efficient, but he looks like he's healthier than we've seen him in a very long time.
Ignite against Alonzo Trier and Iowa at 3 Eastern Time. For more of these games, please go to NBAGleague.com or visit the.
And then the feed from Demps.
Yeah, I like the way Ignite is playing. You know, they're getting good looks. Kansas waiting all the way to the end of the shot clock to even score. So,
in converting on the 3.
Good sign for Jonathan Kuminga too, coming off a game against Long Island where he was shoot free throws underhanded. He shoots them really well too.
Like Dad.
Just like Dad.
Here's the steal, and in the open.
As strong as he is, his job is to learn what it's like to go up against grown men.
Yeah, and learn how to be successful as an undersized
10,
yeah.
Right? Perry threw it into a crowd. That's where he felt like he could get some minutes and get his rhythm back.
Yeah, we've seen a few guys do that over the years. Corey Joseph with San.
Look, full strength right now.
Cook lost it.
On the defensive end of the floor, he's making sure his veteran voice is the loudest one out there.
Jack is in as Green was there with good hands. Skip to Green, baseline.
He is really good when he puts the ball on the deck and attacks the paint.
Ignite is 3-0, but all 3.
10 en el reloj de tiro para Flynn. Se metió, entregó a Peyton y después terminaron perdiendo.